And we are live. Welcome everyone to another Madden test stream as we get to test out the offseason today. And I may be a minute late, but that's because my factor box showed up right when the stream was starting, and I was like, you know, I gotta take care of this first. So yeah. That, and also, I got a protein shake to try. Oh, there's an almond milk. What the fuck? I was very taken aback. It looked like there were floaters in it. It's chocolate and banana. So I have high hopes. Oh, I read that wrong. That's not bad. That's not bad. Tastes like a protein shake. If that makes. Why the fuck did my camera bug out? Why did my camera bug out on me? Yeah, you get double game footage there. Wasn't that nice? You got the game in the game. That was cool, right? Alright. I don't know why my camera bugged out, but good old technical difficulties. Nothing better than that, right? Alright. So last time we had taken over the Bears. We went through the regular season, we checked out, seeing what was different and such. And the main difference this year seems to be the weekly recap. I really do like the weekly recap. I also thought that the stats, at least for the Bears, seem pretty decent. I am going to check overall. I want to see if we check the entire NFL. So the league high in passing is 4,200. I want to know what the average passing attempts were last year. Average passing attempts last season. So the highest average passing attempts a game per game would have been the Cleveland Browns at 38.9. And we're gonna do quick math here. So actually, that is well below what. So, okay, I don't know if they're throwing the ball enough. That I will definitely say seems to be lacking. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely lacking. Because Cleveland had the most last year, 38.9 passes a game. That comes out to 661.3 pass attempts. over 17 games. That seems very low. Say yeah. So I definitely do think sim stats aren't great when it comes to passing, it seems. They definitely are not utilizing the proper attempts. 17 interceptions. Dear Lord. So Justin Herbert was up there with picks. I'm not going to lie, and maybe I'm going to sound weird and people are going to hate me. That seems pretty realistic for a thought process of Aaron Rodgers' touchdown to interception ratio. I'm not going to lie, that to me feels about right. 23-14, that feels like it could be right. Old man Rodgers, I think the touchdowns are probably going to be higher, but that feels pretty good if you were to assume. Now, that's wrong. There's no way Daniels is only going to throw 19 touchdowns. That actually feels decent. I think Trevor might hit 30 this year in touchdowns, but this feels solid. Yeah, that feels about right. Some of this ain't too bad, but that doesn't feel accurate. Apparently Shador got some time. He saw 175 pass attempts. 5 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. I do have a question. I need to know. Did they give him superstar or higher? No, normal development. Holy shit. I'm legitimately surprised he got normal development. Yeah. Those motivations. Them's right. Them's be right. Actually, he's extremely solid. Like, as a developmental quarterback, he is extremely solid. They did not face scan him, but extremely solid. Also, that's wrong. That's heavily wrong. Okay, what about rushing? Yeah, okay, so Madden is Madden with the rushing stats. The rushing stats are higher than they probably should be. Or, I'm sorry, receiving stats. What's the rushing stats? Never mind. Yep. 21 touchdowns is a little much. Like, I can see 1 to 2 players getting that high, 1,700 in a sim season. So I'm not gonna go like batshit insane, but look at all the 1,300 seasons. I don't think it's gonna be that common. If you were starting running back, you essentially were able to get to 1,000 yards. You saw enough of a workload. Dear Lord, McCaffrey had 845 downs played. That's 888 for James Cook. Dear Lord. 908 for Tom Tracy. Fuck. 916 for Chase Brown. 960 for... Okay, that's Lamar and Anthony. Never mind, that's right. I was about to say, I'm like, dude, these running backs have fat shit insane stats. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about some of these rushing numbers. I don't know how I feel. I'm not gonna lie, I read Lad McConkey's name wrong, and I thought it was Luke McCaffrey, and I was very confused. 22 touchdowns. I don't think that's happening. Yeah, overall, that's not happening. Overall, I definitely think the sim numbers are not overly accurate. Hell of a year by Joshua Palmer. Alright. So yeah, the numbers are the numbers. They're not overtly accurate. We can say that much. There we go. I don't know why, but apparently I X'd out of my Twitch tab. Oh, okay. You can rebuild the stadium or relocate. That seems bigger than the GM, I'm just gonna say. Feel like that's a bigger thing to do than just letting the GM handle it, but whatever. Ooh, a lot of banana on that one. A lot more sugar in this one. Not bad though. Ah, that's what it is. Good old banana puree. I just want to know what they use to get the banana flavor. Alright, I think we'll go ahead and move. Alright, I think we'll just offer this, see if he takes it. Boom, we got Jaquan Brisker back. Dash, welcome to the stream, man. We have no money. Alright, so what's going on in the playoffs? It's Colts-Jags in Jacksonville, which means the Colts lose. Even in a video game, I don't think they can win in Jacksonville. Fun fact, I went back to, because I was bored, having to try and find something to have on while I was editing. So I wanted to go back and find when the Colts losing streak in Jacksonville started. Like when the curse for the Colts began. And yeah, they have not won in Jacksonville since Blake Bortles had his first start. So, yeah. So as soon as Blake Bortles started, they could not win in Jacksonville. That's your timeline. Their last win was a Chad Henne start that Blake then got garbage time in. That was their last win in Jacksonville in 2014. Yep, fun fact. Timeout. So we have an AFC South and AFC West matchup in the playoffs. And then you get every single NFC division recognized in the divisional round. Cool. Cool. Alright, let's keep moving. We'll see if we got anybody in the Pro Bowl at least. As I said, the Jags don't lose in Jacksonville against the Colts. So Jacksonville against Kansas City in Jacksonville. And then apparently a dual upset in the fucking NFC is Seattle and Atlanta move on. What the fuck? The bigger shock is Sam Darnold beat the Eagles. More so than Michael Penix beating the Packers. I'm gonna say Kansas City wins. Yep. Yep. So Kansas City and Atlanta. That's a Super Bowl. Did we have a Pro Bowler? I'm gonna say we did not. We did. We had Joe Tooney. Never mind. It's an upset when Sam Darnold's your quarterback and you beat the Philly defense. Even good Sam Darnold beating the Philly defense is an upset. Anybody else? Nope. That's it. Can we just talk about the fact that Overshown made the play or made the Pro Bowl? That's crazy. Yeah, Malachi Blackman made it. I got thrown off by the long snapper in the Pro Bowl. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, but on paper, look at your defense. It's so much better than, like, most other defenses. You've got two fantastic corners. Your safeties are really the weak point. Because as good as Reed Blankenship is, you could upgrade. I'm trying to think of the linebacking core. I don't know your linebacking core well enough, so maybe that's a weak point. I don't know. But that defensive front is deadly. Alright. Apparently Mason Crosby broke the record with 26 sacks. Oh, Rookie of the Year was Abdul Carter and Ashton Genty. Ooh, and apparently Xavier McLean puts on a show in the All-Star game. Oh, you're moving Cooper DeJean to safety? Oh, well, that fixes it. That does help your safety room. Okay, Marcus Cobb impressed. Okay. So Carson Patton looked really good. Okay, that's interesting. Because I was looking at prospects, one, while I was waiting for my factor box to show up, and two, while I was waiting to start stream. And I did take a look at Carson Patton just because, you know, he's a safety. We have a needed safety. And I do think he might be the best safety on the table. A play rec, A catching, A block shed, A pursuit, A tackle, B zone. Like, the stamina's a bit of an issue, but I mean, the awareness is A to B, the finesse is A to B, the hit power is A to B. The injury's B to C, which, if it's C or higher, I'm happy. He's really good. He's really good. So yeah, that's funny that they brought him up. So where's the so there's Xavier McLean. I want to look at some of these guys they were talking about that impressed. He's a he's a pure finesse rusher. Okay. I don't like that he's not very strong, but given that he uses moves to win, I get it. Yeah. Maybe we'll bring him in. 6'1", 265. Big boy for the size. Where's the middle linebacker? You 100% didn't just wake up, Jaren? Oh, well, I totally believe you 100%, you know? I would never think you would lie to me. There's Marcus Cobb. I want to see how good he is. You missed calling me late by a minute. I will say that, because I was technically a minute late. I had to put my factor box in the fridge. And these protein shakes are pretty good. Chocolate banana. It's not bad. I don't think it's as good as like the keto shakes, but it's pretty good. I mean, at least you had a reason to just wake up. I went to bed at like 1:30 and then woke up at like 10:30, so I overslept by a mile. Alright, how good's Marcus Cobb? You put on a show in the All-Star game. Oh. I like the elite to great speed. You're athletic as hell. The strength is a bit of a problem, but athletic as hell. Alright. You're definitely a off-ball linebacker, which I have no problem with that. What is he? Round 1 to 2? Yep, he's ranked 34th, so. Could be a second round prospect. Alright. So, So let's go ahead and sim. Well, Mr. Brightside plays in game. Jealousy turns and sinks into the sea. Him acoustic lullabies. Sing on your alibis. The Falcons somehow beat the Chiefs. I don't understand this game. How the fuck does that happen? Matt Ryan seething. Damn, that's a lot of retirements. Michael Penix is just good for no reason. So he's the Blake Bortles of this game, where he's magically good. That was one of my favorite things with Blake in Madden, is he magically was a good quarterback. Tomlinson, Nico Autry, Harrison Smith calls it quits. Not CJ Ham. Oh, we've got long snapper retirement, guys. They fixed that Oliver being cut every end of preseason. That's good. That's good. Darius Slay, Aaron Rodgers. Guys, the retirement home known as the Pittsburgh Steelers has retired. Surprisingly, Jalen didn't retire. Taysom Hill calls it quits. Mario Davis. Cam Akers retires after 6 years? That one came out. That's crazy that players retire after 6. Like 7, okay, maybe you're like 31 at that point. Or at worst 30, maybe you're back up. Okay, but Cam Akers retiring after 6 seems crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Although this is a team he might get some playing time for. Saints don't really have a massive answer at running back, so it's, you know, an old man and then whoever's behind him. But there's the cap issue for the Saints taken care of. I wish that had happened in my Saints franchise. Bobby Wagner calls it quits. Laramie Tunsil retires after 10. Okay. Trent Scott retires. Tyler Ott. Zach Ertz. Dear Lord, who didn't retire in Washington? I don't think I've ever seen this many notable retirements in an offseason. Nuke calls it quits. Nelson Aguilar retires. Rob Havenstein. There goes the one pivotal piece of the offensive line for the Rams. Two years? Did he get injured? What happened? What happened? Oh, the fact that guys can retire now after like 2 years is crazy. I hope that's like a normal thing. Because that's crazy. Shaq Barrett calls it quit. Jimmy Ward, I mean, he probably should call it quits. Oh. Man thinks he's 32. Okay. Okay, well that explains it. Apparently they must think the same of Juwan Jordan. Let me write that down. Oh no, he's 24 in the game, so guys apparently can retire after 2 years. All right. Wrote that down. I wrote it down for Collier. Alright, so Thielen calls it quits. Andy Dalton retires. Manuel Wilson retires after 3 years. Von Miller retires after 15. Cam Jordan apparently was on the Lions at some point. Tim Patrick calls it quits. Tyrod calls it quits. He didn't use Google to fix it. Man. Russ calls it quits. Thomas Morstead calls it quits. George Kittle retires after 9 years? Bruh. The entire franchise is going to change after 1 year. Look at who is retiring. Jake Matthews calls it quits. Kirk Cousins calls it quits. Lane Johnson retires after 13 years. Raheem Mostert after 11. Darren Waller after 9. Jordan Poyer after 13. Travis Kelce retires after 13. Called it WWE beckons for Kittle. It seems like 3 years is where they start to retire if they're not getting time. Denzel Perriman calls it quits. Mac retires. Calais Campbell calls it quits, which is probably going to happen. But that one I believe. Aaron Brewster, Kelvin Beachum, Mike Evans calls it quits. Levante David calls it quits. Greg the Leg calls it quits. Stephon Gilmore, Jadeveon Clowney, Cornelius Lucas, Keenan Allen, Eric Kendricks. Let's see, who else? Okay, we need a long snapper, guys. Scott Daly retired after 6 years as a long snapper. John Jenkins retires. This is so many retirements. It's crazy. I love it. Fleming, Flacco, DeAndre Carter, Sterling Shepard, Robert Tonyan. I love that he retired as a free agent because that's probably right. Miles Sanders, Pharaoh Brown. Who else? Storm Norton, Chris Manhertz. Some of these guys I don't believe have been in the league this long. That's crazy. Josh Johnson calls it quits after 17. Cordell Patterson calls it quits after 13. Mac Hollins after 9. CJ Uzama after 11. Jordan Phillips after 11. Bruh. Mercedes Lewis finally calls it quits after 20 seasons. The old man somehow just never quit. Kareem Jackson after 15. Jerry Hughes after 16. Jakeem Grant after 10. Royce Freeman after 8. Jamison Crowder after 11. Robbie Chosen Anderson after 10. And Amir Abdullah after 11. That's crazy. That's so many notable retirements. That's so many notable retirements. That's insanity. I love that. I fucking love that. Okay, mock draft 4. We do have the number 2 pick. We have to scout the top defensive tackle. I need to know how good he is. Now that we have one of the top 2 picks, I need to know how good Ladarius Thompson is. That's definite. Dear Lord, Jamie Martinez continues to climb up boards, and I hate it. So I really like him. Hey, look at that. They got the Raiders taking an actual good talent. Oh. Yeah, he is good. Top 5 talent. And Bobby Wilson's not good. That would be just like the Rams to take an offensive lineman that is projected a lot lower. I'm not going to worry about that, but... Oh, I did look at Shador earlier because he did get some snaps. And I was checking sim stats, and I will say still the sim stats need to be fixed. Because they are not throwing the ball enough. They are not throwing the ball nearly enough in the simulation. But Shador actually has pretty decent stats. He's a really good developmental quarterback. But he's got normal development. Which I was very surprised at that. Alright, let's, Well, what I did was I looked up the average passing attempts per game. And it was Cleveland last year at the top with 38.9, I believe is what it was. And I times that by 17, and it came out to like 660 some passes a game, or the entire season. And the highest attempts I got was 500 and... I think it was 570 or something? Not even that. It was nowhere near where it should have been. Like, the top passing attempt. What was it? It was 531. So, like, given the top passing team last year threw the ball over 600 times, I feel like that needs to be a touch higher in the attempts. Even for teams that aren't passing the ball a shit ton. Now, the rushing numbers I do have a problem with as well, because I think there's too many guys getting over 1,200 rushing yards. I don't think this many guys are going to hit 1,000 yards next year. I don't think that's realistically what's going to happen. I will say I'm fine with the guys at the top. But... I also should see what were the top rushing attempts last year. Average rushing. Whoops. Let's see. Alright, we need to do some math here. Who's ready to do some math? Where's the Ravens? Because it's the easiest team to do it with. 4, 5, Okay, it's not too far off, attempts-wise. Philly had the most rushing attempts last year at 36.7 a game, and that comes out to 623.9 for the season. So, it's not terribly off. But I don't think they're doing that bad there. I have a lot of reward tokens. I need to use those. I will say my biggest problem is that they don't track Travis Hunter's receiving stats. I've heard that. I've heard that they don't track Travis Hunter's receiving stats if you have him at wide receiver. So. Recap. So your MVP was Pat Mahomes, Coach of the Year, Liam Cohen. Jamar Chase, the Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year was Max Crosby. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Ashton Genty, while Defensive Rookie of the Year was Abdul Carter. All of that, I don't know, a good amount of that feels right. Falcons get their first Super Bowl, and Michael Penix is your MVP. I mean, that makes sense. He had a lot of carries. I'm not really surprised he hit 1,000. I would not have guessed he hit 1,000. But I'm not surprised. Right. Staff improvement. Season ends and the work begins on the next for players and coaches. Goals are the same. Find weaker areas and make them strengths to begin into a new year. Thanks for meeting with me. I would look forward to this upcoming season. I was hoping to get your opinion on how I can improve as a coach. Get better. For the team. I mean, I'm always going to be a defensive line guy first, even though I really like drafting corners. But I feel you start from the trenches. Yeah, stuff the interior. I mean, that is what we're going to kind of build on. Alright. Once again, I am not big on this UI. I feel like it takes longer to get to where you need to get to. That's my biggest complaint so far about franchises, the UI. Gonna take shots. If I miss off, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing, I'll regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Well, Duvernay's a free agent, so I don't care. Oh, I watched a little bit of the Bears preseason game, and they were talking up this guy. Ozzy Trapilo, they were talking him up how he might beat out Braxton Jones in reality for the starter spot. I'm sorry, I can save 18 million on the cap. Jonah Jackson's getting the fuck up out of here. See, now I feel like I don't need a defensive tackle, seeing that I've got Shamar Turner here, who I can build, maybe. I mean, decent block shed. Power's there. How big are you, man? 290? Not a nose, but that's fine. We've got Dexter for that.
I'm inspired by thirst. I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit.
Okay. Fuck. I think I have to wait one more week before I make any moves, but I'm not gonna lie, some of this sucks. Well, at least I can get rid of Tyreek Stevenson and save a little bit of money if I need to. You're a free agent, so we need a long snapper.
Let's go. Yo.
Pulls the GM. True. True. Ryan Poles is the GM. But Ryan Poles is the greatest GM according to some Bears fan somewhere. Ooh, we have 2 third-round selections. I love that. Okay. I don't like that we have the Rams for third-round selection and not our own. That's okay. I forgot I did trade. I got that third-round selection because I made the deal. So, yeah. So our free agents. Oh my God, we're 15 mil under the cap. Son of a bitch. I am going to accept the option on Darnell Wright. Why wouldn't I? So, yeah, I'm not re-signing any of you because obviously we don't have the money for that. And I would like to keep Tyson Bagent, but we ain't got the money for that. Oh yeah, the Odangbo contract is the reason. 100%. Right, let me just withdraw all these offers so I can just feel good about it so the game won't do anything. I mean, luckily a lot of these guys did not want to re-sign anyways, so it's fine. But we are definitely going to be making moves here as soon as free agency starts. There's a couple trades I want to try and make. Because we need to get some contracts off the books. And it's either I deal them for picks or I straight up cut them. Those are the options. Oh, Jonathan Owens has star potential. I didn't know that. Good for him.
Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah.
There we go. Look at that awesome re-sign period. Good job, guys. Nice job. Did a great job, guys. Nice. I want to know, how much info do I have on certain players? Okay. A play rec, B power moves, C block shed. That's disappointing. I was hoping you would have better block shed. Especially with great to good strength. I was hoping better block shed. B tackle, A injury at least. He's still really good. A pursuit, A play rack. Let's go to defensive tackle for a second. Because I've talked up Jamie Martinez a ton. I think he might be overall a better player. Yeah, I think he's a better player. I think he's a better player. I would draft Jamie Martinez over the top tackle. I don't know about you guys, but I like Jamie Martinez better. Slightly lower overall, but hidden development. I will say, that's probably why he's higher rated, is development trait. I just think Jamie Martinez is a better player right now. Now, am I going to draft a defensive tackle is the question, because we really don't have a massive need there. And I mean, we do have the number 2 pick, which means we have to take the best player available, in my opinion. You don't sit there and not take the best player available with that pick. And I don't know exactly who that player is. I will say, it might be Patton. Carson Patton is very, very good. We have to draft one of these long snappers, though. That's guaranteed. Parker's projected to be the number 1 pick. But Xavier McLean got a lot of talk. I want to just see, like, what position are we a top fit for? That's what I want to see. Quarterback. Giants, Rams, Raiders. Edge, we're not in the top 3 there. Corner. We're not in the top 3 there either. Wow. Running back. We are in the top 3 when it comes to running backs. So Patton is the top safety. We're not even in top fits for him. I don't know. I don't know. I am going to hit the bathroom real quick, and I will be back in a second. Alright. Ooh, combine results. Fuck everything, combine results. I want to know. Let's look at these defensive tackles. Let's look at the two of them. This is the story of our draft. Oh, they've got him purely at round one now. Alright, so sub 4.540, which is real good. What is at 310 a sub 4.540 is insane. 39 bench, which was 5th, so not the best bench. He did okay. He did okay. Like, wasn't crazy good, but wasn't bad at all at the combine. You know, you can't hate him. Can't hate him. What about Jamie Martinez, though? Similar 40. He had the 4th highest reps at 41. Had the 3rd best vert. 7th best broad. 3rd best 3-cone. And the best 20-yard shuffle. Alright. I still stand by he is extremely good. Timeout. 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 So what you're saying is we can get first to second round talent in the second round. Four 5 speed, which to me as a safety is not bad. I look for 4.5 to 4.4. Not bad. Quick feet on Chris Kirkland. B tackle, B hit power, B pursuit, B man coverage, C zone. Not bad, especially for a dude that's 5'9". Now, what about Alec Hardman? Or Hardiman? B zone, C tackle, D man, A hit power. Not as quick. He's got 8 pursuit. And he's not bad. He's much more of what I normally look for in a safety, especially at free. Like the basic style of safety I look at free safety, but I've been a bigger fan of the hybrid skill set the last handful of years, so yeah, now. 4.49. That's all I gotta see. Sub 4.5 speed. Yep. Yep, Patton's just good. We know Gibbs is around 1 talent. There's apparently a lot of solid safeties in this class. So that's a great thing for us. Now, more importantly, how did the long snappers do? You know what? That might be amazing. I don't know. I do want to know McLean. 4.8. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for a little bit better, but I'm a little disappointed, if I'm being honest. Now, if Tim Parker's there, we're taking him. I'm just going to say that now. If he makes it past the first pick, we're taking him. He's not overly strong, but he's athletic as shit, and a 4.6 40, I'm drafting. A finesse, B power, B pursuit, A play rec, A awareness, A impact blocking, even though that doesn't really mean shit. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Just saying. Wait a minute. Might have a backup plan. A finesse, B power, B play rec, A awareness. The block shed does suck. I will say that. Alright, let me look at running back. We got a 4.42, we got a 4.4, a 4.38. The quickest time was a 4.38, and that was 2 running backs. One was Max Cruz, who's projected to go undrafted, and first to second round talent, Brady McCall. And then you've got Sheldon Hartwell, who had a sub 4.40. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I might just wait for the unprojected, undrafted guy in Max Cruz with the 4.38. He's the last back on the list. Okay, let's see what players wind up going to free agency. So you got Taylor Moton as the top option. So not a crazy free agency period in the way of overall. You do have Owe. So you at least have a 27-year-old who hit the market. Tyler Algier hits the market. Najee Harris, this makes sense that the running backs are hitting the market at least. Alec Pierce hits the market. Rondale Moore hits the market. Nakobe Dean hits the market. Not really a shock there. I will say, not a lot of surprises of players hitting the market. There's no real names that I'm like, oh man, can't believe they hit the market. Maybe Calvin Austin's a bit of a surprise, but he does seem to want more money than you would think. And I will say this, De'Ami Brown wants less money per year than he got from the Jags on a one-year deal. Yeah, no. He should want more money. Oh, Keaton Mitchell hit the market. There's no risk if you don't try it anything. So I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an X-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel Traylon Burks hit the market and he just had a 1,000-yard season. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want and I pray, all I need are some better days. Alright, top quarterback is Gardner Minshew. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah, that's all great. But I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait, no, it's living with no shame. Wait, no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well, I just want to be happy. How to get Damian Pierce. There's at least a good amount of young running backs that hit the market. I like that. Normally those guys would be bottled up and signed for nothing. My boy Bam Knight, though. Given all I want to do is really, go through the draft and see how the draft plays out. I think we're just going to kind of sim to the draft. We'll keep free agency a bit of a question mark. Timeout. Timeout. I have to go back to the offensive lineman. Timeout. That was right tackle, right? I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funny. Yeah, it makes sense that he hits the open market. Makes sense. Oh, Shaq Thompson in the open market. Not my man Alex Anzalone hitting the open market. Oh, they have Cater Kohu at a 79. Damn. I'm hoping that by the time we start the Raiders franchise, free agency might look a little different, where you might see some bigger names hit the market, because it just seems there's nothing here. Jake Bates, that in my opinion's a big name. 98 kick power. Hell, Cam Little in the next update better have 99 kick power, 99 kick accuracy. I'm just saying. Yeah, or it's just a bad free agency class, which could be the situation. But I'd like to see at least a name. Because really, the biggest name is probably... I don't know. The biggest name really is Tyrann Mathieu. There's your name value. Joe Bitonio as well, but... They just up in kick power. They need to give him... It needs to be 99 everything, man. 70-yard field goal? Come on. And it was right down the fucking middle. Come on. Oh. I will say, bias aside, something like that is the only time I would argue it should count. Because it was 4 yards over. If it had been like a 67, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Would have broken the record. The fact that it was like a 70, that's like Brandon Aubrey's 71-yarder that got called back. Or, no, it was 66, then 5-yard penalty, brought him back and they punted. But it's one thing if it's near it, if it's well over. That's the only time where I'm like, okay, yeah, you might want to count that as just the record because, bruh, that was too cool. Also, I will always keep saying he had room, which is the most astonishing part. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna sim to the draft. Oh yeah, it's hell, it's the record to people outside of Jacksonville now. There's fans of other teams that are like, no, that's the record. That's the record. And there are, some people that don't know football that think he's a rookie. Second year, man. But I saw a lot of people being like, oh, just imagine the rookie better make the team after that. I'm like, he's not a rookie.
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence. It's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring, and I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion. My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah,
I'm looking on Twitter. People were making a whole big thing about ETN not speaking at a press conference that he was scheduled to do, and apparently he was being treated for cramps. So a lot of cryptic Twitter was like, "Oh, he's getting traded." You know, who knows? Do I think he'll get traded? Maybe. I just realized I shouldn't have done that. I needed more info. Here's the one positive. We can go back. He might get moved now. I don't know. I personally don't think he gets moved until roster cuts if they're going to move him. I think they're keeping 4 backs, though, either way. So, either way you look at it, I think we're keeping 4 backs. And apparently, this is according to a Titans Twitter account. Cam has thrown so many interception-worthy passes at this point, it's hard not to be a little concerned about it. Because A.J. Terrell hit a Cam Ward pass, and it bounced into the air, intercepted by Jesse Bates at practice. So. I'm thinking they're going to carry 4. That's just the way it feels. Because the guarantee is Tank and Bashal Tootin. Those are the 2 guarantees. ETN, I feel, has got the heads up to get playing time, so he had a pretty good preseason game, too, on the 1 screen pass. So I think that helps him. And they like LaQuint Allen as a blocker, and they like his fight. So I don't know. It feels like they're going to keep 4 to me. I think they're only keeping 2 quarterbacks. And I think there's a chance Seth Hannigan beats out both Mullins and John Wolford. Because god damn did Mullins and Wolford look bad. Yeah, and the way I look at it with those, you can literally make the comparisons. I think White, funny enough, your White is LaQuint Allen. Your Irving, you were quick on that, Jaron. Good on you. Your White is LaQuint Allen because he's a great pass blocker. Bashal Tootin is Bucky. That's obvious. And Tank is Sean Tucker. So ETN doesn't fit in that. He doesn't. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Alright. I don't care. Because we are just going to sim all the way. It's me getting to pick players. Info. Well, apparently Deron Bland signed with the Raiders. There you go, Jaron. Look at that. Alright, so whose stock rose? Deontay Samuels stood out, so running back. Dylan Harrell. And apparently Oregon State, Taylor Feliciano showed up out of shape. Wow, they give you a lot of reports this year for the draft. I like that. I like that they give you a shit ton of reports. So they have Tim Parker going number 1. So, until I see it change, I assume Tim Parker's going number 1. They've got Cleveland going pass rusher, not going quarterback. They've got Patton going all the way at 21. That is a steal at 21. Wow, they don't have Cleveland taking a quarterback. Shedeur Sanders season? Next to me, touchdowns. I mean, Mullins did not look good, though. He did not look good. His arm looked terribly weak because he had Parker Washington, easy touchdown on a wheel route. I mean, it was gift wrapped. If he puts the air under it, it was fucking gift wrapped. Underthrew him by a good 3 yards. I mean, it was terribly underthrown. Literally, Noodle Arm Nick is now his nickname on Twitter because of that. It's not. He was not good. Walford wasn't good either. Like, oof. I was just loving over Shedeur despite him having nearly identical numbers to Jackson Dart. I mean, from what I saw, I didn't see a lot of the Giants game. For a little bit of highlights, Jackson Dart looked really solid. Showed off the athleticism, too. Running a bit. He looked pretty good. Yeah, but they're supposed to be the better quarterbacks. They know the system. Like, I expected more out of Mullins in the backup role. I expected him to look like a solid enough backup. I would have rather CJ Beathard. That's how bad he looked to me. I was like, I'd probably rather Beathard. Because I know Beathard was at least... I knew what I was getting with Beathard. But, yeah. Mullins looked very disappointing. Alright. Keep moving. Don't want to play well against the Raiders. Jamal Seasons starting against us. He's throwing 250 and 2 touchdowns. I don't know what the Bears did, but now they've got positive cap space. I don't know what happened. They got positive cap space. Ooh, Bobby Wilson looked unprepared for his pro day. That's not a shock. We knew he wasn't good. I want to see what the Bears did. What did they do? They restructured DJ Moore's contract. And that's it. That's how they got the cap space. They restructured one contract. Okay.
Creeping up from the heathens, got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you
Here we go. Private workouts. Okay, Thompson is definitely one of them. We've got to know. I think Thompson, Parker, just in case something crazy happens and he does not go number 1. Oh, you're all power moves. The block shed is my biggest issue with Nava. I don't know what to go with here. I don't know if I want to go with Kirkland to know how good he is. I think that's what I might do. I might go the top two guys, you know, Ladarius Thompson, Tim Parker, and then I'm going to go with the young safety because if he's good, he's 50-something. I hate that they make you do it this way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here's what I need to do. Here's what I need to do. Before I do any of that, I need to add them to my favorites. And that way, it'll make it a lot easier to do this right, probably. I don't know. It used to be, at least, it wouldn't properly scout them unless you did it from the base screen. I don't know if that changed. I don't know if they fixed that. Brandon Allen had to be stitched up in Titans camp? Oh, man. What the fuck happened? Alright. Yes. Gotta love that there's no more drama rumors in Jacksonville. Says he suffered a laceration that required stitches. That's it? Come on, we need more info. I know it's preseason, but come on. Give us all the info. Ooh. So, okay. We need to look at this a bit. So Tim Parker is projected round 1. That's his talent. Round 1 talent, projected top 5. So he's a little overrated. Just a tiny bit. Really looking damn good in one-on-ones. I would hope so. If not, the Titans have a really big problem. Like, they don't have anything outside of Calvin right now. You gotta hope that Restrepo, and Ao Manor become something, but I mean, that's good that he's doing well against a guy he's practiced against before. Given it was 1 year, but I don't know. Or was it 2? Was Terrell there 2 years before he got suspended? I don't remember when he got suspended. It's at least good that it shows it's a positive for him. So if you're a Titans fan, you're at least happy that he's playing well against a guy he should know pretty well. Unlike Cam Robinson, who went up against Josh Hines-Allen and gave up 12 pressures. That is still my favorite stat of last season. You trade him to Minnesota, he goes up against a guy that he practiced against the entire season and gives up 12 pressures. Oh, I love it. Oh. That explains the issue. This man's going to have a hard time staying on the field. He won't get hurt, but he'll get gassed real quick. Okay. So he's definitely... Yeah, so he's definitely a guy that you're gonna rotate with him. He's not gonna play all 3 downs, that's definite. Tim Parker. He won't hit you. He won't hit you. Everything else is really good. He's a really good player. He's definitely worth a top selection. I will say this much. I do think there are probably 5 better players than him in the class. I'm not saying he's not one of the top players in the class. However, I think there might be 5 more players that are better than him. And I personally think we scouted one of them. Maybe 2 of them. I still stand by the fact that Quincy Guyton's one of the best players in this class. Like, because for an offensive lineman, that is absurd. What was his bench press? Okay. 5 to 6 in bench press. That's not bad at all. Yeah. Yeah, this dude's not bad at all. Somebody's going to get a really good tackle. They got Carson Patton at top 5. JD Martinez around 1 to 2. Josh Williams around 1 to 2. He was at one point top 5 talent, I believe. Or he just stayed 1 to 2. I don't remember. Gibbs round 1. Nance 1 to 2. He can't cover. He's a pure box safety. Or I'm sorry, he can't do man coverage. Take that back. He still is more of a box safety than anything, but pretty good. You get that man coverage up. I mean, he can do everything as long as he stays on the field. Okay, now I need to know. How about that safety I looked at? Round 1 to 2 talent in the 2nd to 3rd round projection. .44 speed. He was 7th in bench, which is nice. Like, he's really good athletically. Yep, I'm not mad at all with that. I am not mad at all with that. Okay, this is our 2nd round selection. If he's on the board in the 2nd round, we're taking him. It literally comes down to like Carson Patton. I didn't look at corner, which I should have. Should have looked more at corner because we could use one. I should have also looked more at linebacker as well. It all depends on that first pick. Because if Tim Parker doesn't go number 1 overall, I'll take Tim Parker number 2. If he does, then I don't know who I'm drafting number 2 exactly. Alright. Let's go to the draft. Here we go. There's a whole video. What the fuck is this video? Oh. That was the video. That was cool. Oh, yeah. So the Saints select. Looks like they're taking Parker. Yep. This is my first time seeing this animation since I didn't play really any franchise last year. Alright, so they took Tim Parker, which to me kind of sucks. Pause draft. Your boy has to think. So, I do regret not looking at Nava to some degree, but I needed to know about that safety. I want to know what the offers are. So Tampa is offering pick 11, first round pick next year. They're 4-5, or they're 4-5 this year. They're 5 in 2028, and they're 7th in 2027. Yeah, no, I don't know if that's enough. 10th pick overall from the Cardinals, a first rounder next year, third rounder in 2 years, and a 7th rounder next year now. 19, a first rounder next year and the year after, a third round pick next year, and a 5th round pick next. That's betting a lot on next year's draft class. Okay. Can I say this much? I do believe the trade offers for draft picks are better this year. Because this is the first time I've seen a team that picks low in the draft offer 3 first round picks plus more. I feel like I wasn't seeing that. I was seeing maybe like 2 first round picks and more, but they offered 3. They didn't go really with anything more than that. You can finally get a king's ransom for a draft pick. I'm happy about that. Yeah, the Saints would have to offer more than that. Interesting offer to move down 3 spots, I'm not gonna lie. That is a very interesting offer. Because I don't think it's that bad of an offer for just a 3-spot move. It's the fact that it's the second overall pick. I feel like you could make an argument for a first rounder next year. But I actually don't hate that as an offer because they're giving you a second rounder next year. The 7ths are what's throwing it off for me. Both first round picks this year, a 6th round pick this year, a 7th this year, and a 7th in 2 years. The Raiders are offering a first rounder, the 17th pick this year, a first rounder next year, the 81st pick this year, and a 5th rounder next year. That's actually not a terrible offer either. The Lions are offering a king's ransom. Legitimately, that's the best offer on the table. That's the best offer on the table. You get 3 first-round picks, a 3rd, a 4th, and a 7th next year. That might be the best offer on the table. If you're talking about, like, building for the future. That might be the best offer on the table. First round pick this year, a 2nd and a 4th next year, a 6th this year, and a 6th 2 years. Jacksonville, you don't have a first round pick next year. You can't offer that. A first round pick next year. Oh no, you do have a first round pick next year. You don't have a first round pick this year. So Jacksonville offering their next 2 first round picks. Their second round pick this year, a second round pick next year, a third round pick next year, and a 6th round pick in 2 years. Okay. I would want more than the 6th, but I actually, legitimately, I like a lot of these trade offers. Which is very surprising. I wasn't expecting to like some of these trade offers. It feels like you can finally get a king's ransom for a top pick. Which, years prior, I didn't feel like you could do that. Like this. This is an interesting package. It just depends on how much you like this draft class. Like, if you don't like this class a lot, you don't like this offer. If you love this class, you love this offer. Because you get 3 first round picks. And then you get a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th this year. So it definitely shows the Eagles do not like this class. Holy shit, Indianapolis. I take it you're coming up for a quarterback, but, you know. Maybe not. Defensive line probably is actually what you're coming up for. Given you do have the 27th pick, so. I do love that you can finally get a king's ransom for a top pick. Legitimately, a bad season now means a possible legitimate trade down. This is the first year where I legitimately feel you can trade down for what you would actually be able to trade down for if it's a good draft class. I don't think we're going to do it, solely because I want to draft guys. But, yeah. I like that you can get a king's ransom now. Cool. I will say, if I was going to trade away, it would probably be with Washington. because either the Browns or the Jets might take a quarterback, and I don't think any of them were projected to take the guy I would want. Yeah, actually, you know what? I am going to trade away the pick to Washington. I'm going to take Washington's offer. So that's a swap of the 2 and 5, a 3rd round pick, number 69, nice, a 2nd round pick next year, a 7th round pick this year, and a 7th round pick in 2 years. Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if they're taking a safety. Oh, they took the defensive tackle. I wasn't going to take him. I didn't like the stamina, so we'll see how good he was. Cleveland selects Nava. Okay. The Jets select. Who did they take? Is that the quarterback? I think they took the quarterback. Yeah, I think that's the quarterback. No, they took the tackle. Okay. Yeah, they took the tackle. So all of the projected top guys are off the board. You still have a quarterback on the board. So a team that wants Eric Carlisle could come up to get him. Still got Tyree Daniels. You've got Eric Foote still available, so a team likes him a lot. They could come up for him. Alright, I can take whoever the fuck I feel like taking right now. I mean, I'm tempted to trade down again. Because right now, the 2 guys I like most are Jamie Martinez and then one of the safeties. Whether that be Josh Williams or Carson Patton. You know what I'm actually going to do here? So what do you guys think? Patton, who's got top 5 talent. We know that. Or do I go the defensive tackle in Jamie Martinez with round 1 to 2 talent? Who do I take? We know he's got essentially B's across the board. The only reason Josh Williams isn't an option is because I can move Patton to free safety if I feel like it. We got one for each. We really don't need a defensive tackle. I just like Jamie Martinez a shit ton. That's mainly the reason I brought him up. Fuck it, I'm gonna take Patton. We need a safety. Stud finder. And that right there is a hidden depth trait. You just want the tackle to be a bust. Let's look at Carson Patton holding up the jersey. Look at that. Look at that. That was an excellent pick. He was ranked number 1 in true value. Well, that's never going to happen again. You guys just saw me for the first time ever pick the literal best player in the draft. That's never going to happen again. I'm never going to pick the #1 player in the draft. Oh my god, he's got 90 speed. I did not think that was 4.5. I didn't think 4.5 was going to give me 90. I was thinking 85. 76 strength is good. Change of direction's an 85. His agility is an 84. 94 acceleration. Holy fuck, this dude's a freak. We know he's got A to B awareness, B to C injury, D to F stamina, so he's going to get tired real quick. But yeah, no, my idea was to move him to free safety, and yeah, he'll fit there fucking fine. 90 speed and 94 acceleration. He'll do just fine at free safety. Oh my god. I was thinking he would have 85 speed, and I'd have to look at Jaquan Brisker just to get an idea of which one fit the spot better. Alright. Yeah. I don't know who I'm taking in the second round now, but I may still take the other safety I liked, but we might just try and trade up. We've got some extra picks. I might try and trade back up to get one of the other players I liked. Let's see. He was projected to go about the Raiders. So I'm going to have to trade up at least by Houston, more than likely, to get the tackle. Oh, there went Carlisle. He goes to the Giants. They said, who needs Jackson Dart? We got Eric Carlisle. Daniels. Could use an edge rusher, but I just haven't looked at a lot of them. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can talk to the Niners here. Hey, Niners, you want to have a conversation? So, I hear you guys are drafting at 9, so no. No. I'll give you a second round pick. Number 60. Actually, I'll give you 66. And 79. We have 3 third round picks. Our second round pick and 2 third round selections for the 9th overall pick. That's not enough, but I mean, we've got a conversation started. It certainly is not going anywhere, but we've got a conversation started. I think the first round pick gets this done, though. If I offer up a first round pick next year. Yep. I gave up a lot to move up. But, it's not like it matters. We're not playing anymore. Anyways, I'd be a lot more cheap. I want Guyton. I want Quincy Guyton. We know he's top 5. I want Quincy Guyton. We don't need a tackle. But who's ever said no to more pass protection? He was ranked 5th in true value, and we got him at 9. That's a win for me. That is a win for me. And you know what? Just because I feel like it, I'm gonna... Given we're being stupid here today, I am going to offer up the rest of my draft for the 10th overall pick. They don't even want to start talking. Okay, a conversation has begun. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. This'll get the job done. Almost. Oh! Come on. I'm only doing this just because I want all of those players just to figure out if I would have been right on all of them. There we go. Okay. Where's my guy? There he is. Jamie Martinez. Would I have been right on all of these guys? He was 24th in true value, so he was a first-round prospect. Not as good as he could have been. Normal development. God damn it. There you go, Jaron. You were kind of right. I didn't even look at the development on Quincy. But the strength is there. Alright. We're just going to skip to the end of the draft now. Because we have no picks. So let's look at who, let's see what actually went down here after we were done. The 5th round, they selected Solomon Morris. Normal development. 92 speed. Hot damn. He's fast. I like the man coverage where it's at day 1, but he's a kick returner right now. That's all he is. He's the new Sherrick McManus wearing that 43. He took another defensive tackle in Chris Alonzo. Uh, 92 strength. Decent enough block shed on day 1. Not bad. This is a good look at what you can get late in the draft, at least. Hidden development, 72 overall wide receiver, Demetrius Nails. How the fuck did he fall to the 7th round? What's wrong with him? Like, the catching is extremely solid for day 1. The route running is solid for day 1. The catch in traffic needs some work, and the release needs some work. But overall, this kid's really good for a 7th round pick. You hope to get that carrying up as well. Good break tackle at 78. I was about to say, is he injury prone? You gotta hope he stays on the fucking field. There it is. There it is. If he stays on the field, this kid's a weapon. If he's able to stay on the field, this kid is a weapon. Carroll tackled who I believe is Deuce Gruden during practice. What the fuck? I'm 90% I'm starting to believe that Pete Carroll just does drugs before practice. What is up with him? Joey Dominguez. Okay, normal development. 75 finesse off the bat. 68 power's not bad. The block shedding's an issue. Bro, that's a really solid 7th round selection. That's a backup pass rusher. Like, once again, there's injury concerns. But, like... Okay. What I really like here is 7th round picks could be core players. Because I'm not going to lie, I was not expecting a normal development 7th round pick to look this good. Outside of the injury concerns, like, this guy's a rotational pass rusher. Like, that's a guy you're developing to become an Arden Key type of player, where he might not be a, like, key piece to your pass rush, but he's a good rotational piece that's in there on pass rushing downs. Like, hell, outside of the guys that I picked, the best players were taken in the 7th round. That's crazy. Also, I didn't know this was possible. I want you guys to look at one specific rating. How much do you weigh, bruh? 218. You're not moving to linebacker, but if you put on like 25 pounds, I will move you to linebacker. No fucking problem. He's got 90 injury as well. This dude's healthy. I've never seen this good of a player as a rookie. Have you guys ever seen this good of a player as a rookie? Like, that's insane. And he loves the scheme. He would rather a warm weather state, but that's okay. He does want a franchise quarterback. Cool.
Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in
Just because it does not matter because we're not actually doing anything with this franchise. I need to know, what is he? Yep. That's a 99 overall player. That's a 99 overall player right there. That's a 99 overall player right there. That's crazy. Oh my god, he's hidden dev too? I was thinking 79, okay, he's normal development. Because he's set at tackle. Dude, that's one of the best left tackles I've ever seen in Madden. That's Joe Thomas ratings. From a pass blocking perspective. This man just needs to work on his run blocking. And he's not even that bad as a run blocker right out of the gate. Like, at least I now know that top 5 talent means they're God. At least I know that now. Like, I wasn't thinking they'd be this good, if I'm being honest. I did not expect this type of skill set from top 5 talent. Now, what do you guys think? What are you thinking? Superstar, Star, X Factor? What do you think the dev is? Yeah, the pink refresher's not bad. I've got the mango dragon fruit right now, but it's starting to run low. I'm gonna have to switch up. Pink drink's not bad. I'm not big on the what is it? It's like pineapple and something. It's the yellow one. I'm not big on that. It's too much for me. I'm not a big pineapple guy anyways, but it's too much. But I do love me my mango dragon fruit. You got it, Dash. Star development. That's crazy, man. I can't believe that we actually were able to get the top player in the class. Just normally. Like, I would not have had to do anything to get him. I didn't have to trade up, nothing like that. He just fell to 5. He's an 85 fucking overall. Right, what happens if I move you to free safety? Also, you have 76 awareness. If that changes at all, I'm going to put it back. But everything else stays the same. You just move to free safety. He's still an 85 because obviously. Boom. That's crazy, man. And of course, we know Martinez is a normal development player, but 76 nose, 75 power rusher. Yeah, he's just really good. He's just really good. Like, he still needs to develop. Oh, but he's a 3-down. He's a 3-down tackle. Oh, he's a 3-down tackle. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, he likes money too. He's from Rhode Island? Is he like one of the only populated people in Rhode Island? Nobody lives in Rhode Island, right? Rhode Island doesn't exist. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna place a bet real quick. I'll look at that. Boom. Alright. Okay, let's see everybody's. Yep, we got the best player in the class by a fucking mile. I want to know best players overall wise. Oh. Holy shit, you can get really good offensive linemen. We got 2 of the top 5 players. That's good to know. That's... Now, given I'm probably going to make changes. I normally follow Hurricanes draft sliders. So I probably will be making changes to the draft sliders for the Raiders franchise. But it's good to know that you can find really good guards now. Because I feel like I never found top tier guards. Like I'd every once in a while find a really good tackle, but guard was very difficult to find. Good to know you can find good guards now. I just want to point out the best defensive tackle was taken in the 3rd round. That's crazy. Deontay Samuels. Timeout. Can I... 7th round. Was that running back taken? Was the running back I like taken? He was. He was taken by the Panthers. He was to every position. They adjust the draft class sliders. What the NFL needs an infusion of. Give 1 year right guard in the NFL is weak. I boost it with a strong right guard class. That's not a bad idea. But I like having it where anything's kind of possible. However, it limits Madden from doing what they like to do, which is overpower positions. Because defensive back is a position they like to overpower a lot. Oh, wow, this kid's really good. How the fuck you got 94 speed and 87 carrying? What the fuck? You're a 69 overall. Bruh. Yeah, they like to overpower DBs, wide receivers, and every once in a while, they'll overpower linebacker. Every once in a while. You don't get many top tier linebackers, but you get like promising linebackers. Because the one thing I liked, especially with the Saints franchise, we never saw ungodly corners. We saw some really good corners. Malcolm Beeson became that. But we never saw any ungodly corners, which I was very happy about because I was like, it's very easy for Madden to be like, this guy's going to be literally Deion Sanders. Yeah. Also, fun fact, I came up with a really good comp for Travis Hunter at corner. because everybody's making fun of his tackling ability. If he can't tackle at all, he's just Asante Samuel. And no one is as bad at tackling as Asante Samuel was. The man had a 35 tackle at one point in the game. So I'm perfectly fine if Travis Hunter is just going to be Asante Samuel. I'm perfectly fine with that comp. Man was one of the best lockdown corners for a while. I'm cool with that comp. At wide receiver, I don't know who you comp him to. Oh, I just thought about something because I was talking about the Saints franchise for a second. Did you guys hear about the Saints losing center Will Clapp? I feel bad for whoever the Saints starting quarterback is. They're in trouble. Tim Parker. Oh, God, he is really good. That block shed is a problem. But holy shit when he gets around the tackle. Also, he doesn't get hurt. That's a good thing right there. I might have to go back into Madden 25 and look at the sliders. Because then I can just put the sliders in that were in there and see if those work in like a test sim. I will say the more and more I think about it, I'm probably going to do offline Dynasty this year anyways. And that's one reason I want to wait for the week 1 rosters. So I can just start at the regular season and I will have the starting 53 that are proper. But he was solid enough. He was their starting center. So, like, you're losing a veteran starter at center, which is never a good thing. If there's one position you don't want to lose a veteran at, it's center. Because they're calling most of the protections. Well, Jaren, you were right. He's got hidden development, as we knew. He's not bad, but definitely, he's not as good off the rip. Certainly not as good off the rip. He's not going to get hurt. And that stamina is a problem. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to see what his development was. The one thing I love about this is we can actually do this, and it doesn't spoil anything for me in the long term. Because these players are all randomly generated anyways. So there's a likelihood I'll never see them again. And a very high likelihood of that. Star development. So he wasn't even that great. If he had been like Superstar, then I would have said, okay, we might have missed out there. But about Trey Nava. Okay. Actually, he's about as good as Parker. They're both very similar. Yeah, didn't miss out on much if you didn't get Parker there. Bigger question, Eric Carlisle, was he worth the pick, Giants fans? Is he better than Jackson Dart? Well, Jackson Dart is the future of the Giants, I guess. He's not bad. He's not bad at all, actually. It's just he's got normal development. So it's going to take longer for him to develop, but he is a starting quarterback by the rankings. I would never do that to Jacob Fatu's tires because he would kill me. Welcome to the stream, Madison. Is there anybody else I want to look at? Trying to think if there was another player I really liked. I want to look at. Oh, he got taken in the first round? I wouldn't have even had a chance at him in the second. And he had hidden development. He was very good. Look at that. Oh, yeah, he's real solid. He'd probably be a backup day one. I don't know if I would start him immediately, but... yeah. I'd rather have Patton. But not bad. Alright, for shits and giggles, you guys want to, you guys want to just do one giant, season simulation and see how the team does?
Evolution. This is the future.
I like that I paid Braxton Jones and then drafted Quincy Guyton.
Evolution.
Not as stupid, though, as paying that man so much goddamn money. Alright. That's fucking crazy that, like, he's an 85 overall. Off rip. And we don't have, apparently, a starting strong... Did they cut Jaquan Brisker? Timeout. Where the fuck is he? You fire your whole starting line rebuild from the free agency. You don't.
Human error.
You don't. What the fuck happened to Jaquan Brisker?
Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
These are all, like, the massive trades I made. Where the fuck did he go? Apparently Marshawn Lynch is over here tweeting. Jim's office, NFL rosters. Alright. So, strong safety. How did he get here? How did he get here? I mean, they had to cut somebody because they made Cab. Like, I love that I paid him and they cut him, so they took a massive penalty. I want to see the budget. Yeah. Yeah, I think their sole penalty is just Brisker. Well, I wouldn't have moved his ass to free safety if I'd known that. Bruh. Well, I don't care. We're still gonna find out what they do. Alright. Well, I wasn't ready for that. I don't care. This team is fully on its own now. So we'll see what the team looks like. Once we get to the regular season. And then I'll sim to like week 8. And we'll see how they've done. Keep auto-generated rookies. A lot of defensive tackles in this class. Alright. Actually, let's look at the depth chart. That's the best way to get an idea. So you've got Caleb still at quarterback, as expected. Timeout. Timeout. I'll fix this for you, game. Okay, DJ Moore is here. He's just all the way down here. Oh, okay, we can just auto reorder then. Boom. I'm assuming he must be hurt. Oh, he is. He's injured. That explains it. He's injured. They don't have enough wide receivers on the depth chart to cover injuries. That's probably about right. So you've got Guyton at left tackle. Joe Tooney at left guard. Dolman's the center. Jackson's starting at right guard. And Darnell. Did they get rid of Jones too? Did the two guys oh no. Yeah, he's down here. He's hurt. Okay, cool. Montez Sweat is also hurt. This is going to be a great start. Dangbo's got to play out of his mind good then. Dude, the entire team is hurt. This is funny as fuck. They have no depth. But they have 9,000 corners. They elected not to cut corners, literally. Hey, Jamal Adams here. They also have 2 kickers. Why do you have 2 kickers? Why don't you have a long snapper? I have so many Oh, kick returner. I thought that was the practice squad, and I was so confused. Okay. I mean, I have everything still at manual. I'm going to change that real quick just so they can do their thing. Let's see. This be it? Or is it just in franchise options? I don't think it's franchise settings. There we go. Simple. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Sim to mid-season. Where will this roster be? How many wins do you think we've got? I think we'll have 3 wins. Oh, we won a game. So this is week 8. And we are 4-3. We have a winning record and a DB breakout. I just want to know who it is. Who's about to break out? Jalen Johnson to X Factor? That's cool. I actually like that. It's no longer you have to do this. It's whatever you do determines how well you do. That's actually really good. I like that. Oh, Parker had 3 sacks. Caleb Williams had a really good game. 20 of 25, 241. He was sacked 5 times, but did have 4 passing touchdowns. And that's all that really matters in life. Okay, at mid-season, Caleb's nowhere near being a 4,000-yard passer. He is doing well, 12-2. We'll take that. He's been sacked 18 times, which I actually think is lower than it was last year at this time. We are not running the football, at least well. 5 touchdowns, though, for DeAndre Swift. Odunze is leading us in passing. He's coming back. Spend all the time he can at the facility since for him to do it at the hotel anyway. I mean, it makes sense. I will say I love the touchdowns being spread around. 4, 2, 3, 3. That's really nice to see. And Demetrius Nails has 4 catches. Blocking. The rookie has only given up 3 sacks. So he's given up a sack every other game. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. He's actually done better than most of the other offensive linemen. So. Three interceptions for Jalen Johnson already. Sacks. I don't know how long Montez Sweat has been hurt or was hurt or whatever. Okay, he is at least healthy currently. My rookie should not have the most sacks on the team. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why do we still have 2 kickers? I let the computer take over and we still have 2 kickers. Overall, I'm not mad about the stats. I can say that much. Oh, Parker at one point had 4 sacks. It's a little absurd, but okay. Did we make any transactions? We did re-sign Tremaine Edmonds, apparently. What else did we do? We signed Sidney Brown to a 1-year deal. I actually really like that. We re-signed Darrell Wright to a 2-year deal. And that was it. Yeah, we haven't done much. I would love to know what players are free agents this year. Just to... Oh! Our best defensive lineman. And he's going to free agency. Good to know. Good to know. Good thing I drafted a young defensive tackle. Little did I know, I actually helped this team. Send to the playoffs. Will this team make the playoffs? I'm gonna cover up anything that might have that on there, just so that I don't get spoiled. I actually have to do that. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna see anyways. Holy shit, we made the wild card? And we won the division because this is a home game. Guys, I built a playoff contender. I'm better than most of the Bears coaches. You give me one draft, I trade away literally every draft pick for the most part. Draft 3 players and we're in the playoffs. We have an 11-6 record. What the fuck happened? And Caleb Williams was well off being a 4,000-yard passer. 23-5, not bad on that. But only 377 attempts. We did not throw the football much. I mean, I don't like the fact that my quarterback had 107 attempts. Not gonna lie, that's not something I like seeing. I do like the split between the running backs. I think that's a pretty nice thing to see. Got a good chunk of rushing touchdowns. I mean, that is the most split receiving room I have ever seen in my life. You want to talk about sharing the wealth. 59 receptions, 59 receptions, 49 receptions, 44 receptions. That is the most sharing of the wealth I've ever seen. Okay. Bigger question. He seemed to be banged up a bit at times, or just didn't start, which he may not have started. But him and Braxton Jones both did well in the games they played. Quincy Guyton only gave up 5 sacks in 13 games. I am not going to complain about that. Played about as well as Joe Tooney did. We do have to check on our even better rookie. Defensively, Edmonds had 116 tackles or Edwards had 116 while Edmonds had 100. Right! Excuse me. Carson Patton had 60 tackles, and he did have an interception on the year. He forced any fumbles with his fucking big hits? Nope. Man. Future of the franchise. Reveal the rookie's X Factor potential. Oh my god. Here's my question. Did Jalen Johnson become an X Factor? He did! Holy hell. Okay, I just want to point this out. Our best pass rusher, sack-wise, was 5 sacks for Odangbo. The rookie had 5.5 at defensive tackle, and the guy who's not coming back had 7. We can't rush the passer to save our ass. We just can't. Dominguez, you're going to have to play really well next year. Dear Lord, 65% on your field goals? Fuck. You missed what? 7 kicks. 1 from 39, from 30 to 39. Okay, none from 40 to 49. And 6 from 50 plus, and that's probably because we didn't have a long snapper. Be real. I've seen how much a long snapper means to the teams. Do we get any more players of the week? Hey, Jalen Johnson got week 16. Montez Sweat got week 8. That was 2 of his 4 sacks in that week. Josh Allen's your MVP. Congratulations. Coach of the Year was almost John Cope. Almost. They gave it to Harbaugh. NFC. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Smith. Apparently Traylon Burks came in second. Okay. Cool. I don't know what drug trip we're on, but okay. Oh wow, Tim Parker was ranked 7th in Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Carlos Ramirez. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Tim Parker, where Jamie Martinez almost got it. He came in 2nd. Patton came in 7th. Apparently he's the new Visca. Caleb was 8th and best quarterback. A lot of Eagles in that best offensive lineman category. If you'll notice, we don't have a lot of guys in these categories. Oh, there's TJ Edwards. Jalen Johnson, up there for best DB. Oh, and we're definitely not going to be here. Cairo Santos is going to be nowhere near that. Should sign Jake Bates. We were 30th in offense and somehow won our division. And the Jags are the worst team in football? They just went all the way to the conference championship game. What a fucking hangover. That's a little too real, man. Where's the standings? Yeah, 3-14. What the fuck happened? They literally inverted their record from last year. How the fuck does that happen? That's crazy. The Lions are 4-13? Dude, we went back in fucking time. The Rams are bad again? Are we sure this isn't 2012? No, the devil already took his payment. He did that when he gave us the defensive front that money bought. He took that payment real quick after 2017. And then gave us Urban Meyer, so. Okay, playoff bracket. We're the 2 seed. What the fuck? The Titans won the division. Okay, apparently Cam Ward's Jesus. Bills are the 2 seed. Chiefs the 3 seed. That makes sense. Titans are the 4 seed. Because someone has to win the South. And you've got the Bengals at the 5, Jets at the 6, Chargers at the 7. Some of those teams should not be there. On the other side, you got the Eagles at the 1. Makes sense. Bears at the 2. Okay. Tampa at the 3. Cards at the 4. They did get a new wide receiver to go with Marv. Green Bay at the 5, Washington at the 6, Dallas at the 7. Will we defeat the Dallas Cowboys? I'm going to say no, but who knows? We leveled up. I don't know if that means anything. We did not win. We got our asses beaten. 37-16. God. Contract got extended for John Cope, though, because he made the playoffs. So currently the fans are like, fuck yeah, this is amazing. He's the best coach. Schedule. There we go. Dear Lord, it was a competitive game until the second half happened. And then Dallas just beat the shit out of us. That's not terrible. Dallas probably should have thrown the ball a bit more if we're talking realism, but that's actually not terrible. Yeah, we couldn't run the ball well. Here's my question. Who got the sacks? So Wright gave it up. The right tackles gave up the sacks. When your corner leads you in tackles, not a good sign. It's normally not a good sign. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. The 2 sacks came from the interior. I saw the new Shohei drama. I did see the new Shohei drama. Bruh. Any fumbles forced? Nope. I don't believe there were any interceptions. Nope. Yep. This is what happens. Oh. We apparently blocked a field goal. Or a kick of some sort. That's cool. They got 2 getting paid 20 plus to do nothing. I want to remind you here. Let's go with the budget. If this were to be the Chicago season, the fact they made the playoffs would probably save Poles' job. However, if you look at the numbers, we got, remember, 9 total sacks from our pass rushers. I just want to show you. Look at the penalty on Montez Sweat. That's for 4 sacks. For 4 sacks. For 5 sacks. I'm going to do something just to see if I can feel some catharticism with it. I want to jump to the offseason. And I'm going to quickly jump to free agency. Because I want to do one thing before we end stream. And I think you all know exactly what that is. Different Sweat. This is Montez we're talking about. Alright. And apparently the Chargers lost the Super Bowl by 1 point to Washington. Alright. I want to get to free agency because that's when everything, I believe, adjusts. to the new contracts. Okay. I'm doing this because cathartic. It'll be just purely cathartic for me to do this. Where is he? Where the fuck is he? Not you. You. They did it! They didn't let me do it! You bastards! Oh, you sons of bitches! Motherfuckers did it before I could do it! Or did he retire? What did he do? How did he escape me? Oh, he didn't retire. Fuck, that Joe Tooney retirement just saved you so much money. Holy shit, that's a lot of money they just got. Sons of bitches! They did it so I couldn't. Oh, it was gonna feel so good to do it. It was gonna feel so good to cut them. The bad contract's gone, though. Look at all that cap space now. From Joe Tooney and Odangbo being gone, that's so much cap space. Oh, I love it. I love it. Why can't I go see free agents? Can we just point out I can't go to free agency? Guys, we found a glitch. We're ending the stream on a glitch. I cannot go to free agency. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Nope. Nope. Still 2 days away from a day one patch, yes. But that's the first real glitch. We did sign someone. Who did we sign? We spent a lot of cap. Who did we sign? Apparently Garrett Williams was the big money deal. We spent $20 million in cap. Who the fuck did we sign? BJ Ojulari. So there's a pass rusher. They picked up Caleb's contract. That doesn't really matter. So the big contracts were Garrett Williams, BJ Ojulari, and that's it. That is it. Those were their big signings. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's that quarterback money. That's that quarterback money. Yep. Okay. So, with that one singular glitch of not being able to get to free agency, and the chaos that was me drafting, shockingly, a lot of good players, that's going to bring us to an end of testing franchise. Next time we're in franchise, it'll actually matter. And next time we're live with franchise, more than likely, it'll be the Raiders franchise. And it'll be an off-season. More than likely. Then again, who knows what's going to happen next week when we get back to the White Sox. we could win it all and then go off and do something else, which would probably be going back to Madden 25, the OG, and going back to the Browns, probably, but who knows. With that, though, I appreciate you guys for being here with me for this chaos. Dash, Jaren, Addisick, appreciate you guys. He actually had Sam linebackers. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. That's very much needed. I would assume roster update would probably assist with that. But what do I gotta bring up? Tomorrow, you guys should be getting week 1 of season 2 for Texarkana. And then, yeah, Thursday we'll be back for Ace Attorney. And Friday, more Nuzlocke. That's the basics. With that, though, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time.